Blind Guy. My name is Andrew, and in today's episode, we're going to do an interview with Sherri Turqouise. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can stay updated on the latest videos and more. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. I hope you enjoy today's interview of the Why Do You Do What You Do series.
Disappointed by reality, trying to come back, start something new, build up yourself, it's all to you. Stay strong no matter what they say, you keep getting better every day. Hold your head up, never gonna stop, fearless and proud, stand up and shout. Stand my ground.
As I said, welcome to Consult the Blind Guy. I'm Andrew, and today we're interviewing Sherri Turqouise. Hey, Sherri, how are you doing this wonderful evening?
Hello, I am doing good. How are you doing?
Another day, another stream. Gotta keep going, right?
Yep.
Alright. So, would you mind telling us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, my name is Sherri Turqouise. I have a mild delayed disability. For those of you that don't know what a delayed disorder is, it affects my response time, my action time. It delays it by 30 seconds or longer.
Interesting. When did you first start making your content?
I first started making YouTube videos the last week of March, and then I started doing every single day videos during Camp NaNoWriMo. Then I went back to normal schedule after Camp NaNoWriMo, which was January, February, March, April, so May when I went back to normal schedule.
Nice. And when did you start your channel?
I started my channel the last week of March, but I started uploading a lot more during Camp NaNoWriMo and started doing live streams during Camp NaNoWriMo as well. So
Alright, before we go any further, let's see who we have here with us today real quick.
Okay.
Divided by Sight, nice to see you here. As always, one of our big time supporters in the consulting crew. Artfully Blind, welcome to the stream and thank you for your comment as well. Dr. Elo, how's it going, cuz? Thank you for joining us. Question. Sure. Divided by Sight wants to ask if you have done a video discussing your disability.
Not yet. It's on its way. I just have not found the right words because I want to spread awareness, not drama. If that makes sense.
Oh, yeah. Totally understand that. Alright, next question I have for you is, what made you choose your channel name?
I chose this channel's name because I wanted it to be easy to find for everyone, whether they had a disability or whether they were someone that wanted help with something. So I decided to go with something very simple, like Sherri Turqouise.
Nice. And what is your channel about? What kind of content do you do?
So right now my channel is going through a little bit of a change. However, most of the contents are writing tips, writing blogs, editing blogs, online learning, and I'm adding some creative other things that are equal creative things like clay, sculpting, baking. I'm adding those things onto the channel and other things of combination as well. So it's just going through a little bit of a change.
Nice. If you could give another content creator one piece of advice, what would it be?
I would say the advice I would give is go by your gut instinct. If you want to do a channel with mixed things, do it. Don't let anyone stop you.
I like that advice. I wish I would have heard that a few months ago. uh, well, I kind of listened to one of the big YouTube influencers, and that's how I came up with my channel for Consult the Blind Guy. Is he seen my older channel and suggested that I start multiple other channels because of having variety content, and doing 3 different channels is hard. Very hard. And now I'm still a variety channel even here on Consult the Blind Guy. So, yeah, I could have used that advice like a few months ago.
I know the feeling. I used to have a separate channel completely different from this one, and it was two different ones. One was writing, one was cooking, and it was hard. And I had to discontinue those channels because the SS Dieter is what they used to be called. And if you were Jewish, that was a insult to you. So I had to discontinue those channels because I didn't even know about that right away. So I felt really bad, and I apologize. Hope for the best.
Yeah. Sometimes I kind of wonder if people take things a little bit too much to heart.
Yeah.
Dr. Elo says he loves your hair.
Thank you.
Chillin' Villain, thank you for joining us. For those of you just joining us, if you would like to check out Sherri's channel or her social media, they are all listed in the description for today's stream. We kind of went through my usual questions quicker than I was anticipating. But that's totally fine. Seeing how we were talking about it yesterday, and we've brought it up already a little bit, what is the actual name of your disability?
It is, from what I understand from professional doctors, because mine's been proven permanent.
Mm.
They call it a delay disorder, except mine's on a mild end. There is mild to extreme. So I have not met anyone with an extreme delay disorder, or anyone else actually with my disorder. So I feel kind of alone.
Well, you don't have to feel alone in our community here. The consulting crew is not just visually impaired. We have people that have multiple different types of disability. So you're not alone. You got the whole consulting crew that are here to support and back you up. We all try to do our best to support our fellow disabled community members. But I definitely know how you feel because I've been on YouTube since the beginning, and until earlier this year, I actually didn't know we had a blind community of YouTubers. So for for the last 16 years, I have felt pretty much alone on YouTube.
Well, I'm glad you found a community that you can relate to and that there's others like us.
Yeah, that is for sure. Because for the longest time, I used to search, and it's like, is there anybody out there, or am I literally just the only blind guy on YouTube? And then thankfully, I stumbled across a video, and that video recommended a different video, and then I stumbled across the whole entire community, so it was awesome. All right.
Awesome.
Um, Artfully Blind with Diana has a question. Is turquoise your favorite color?
It is and it isn't. I picked turquoise because of its meaning over its color. My favorite colors are actually black, blue, and purple.
Nice. Nicole the Blind Mage asks, how are your studies coming along?
They are coming along pretty good, and the online studies is just a little bit slower for me because of my disability, and I'm a high visual learner, so that does have its drawbacks. So it's coming along slow and steady.
Now, what are you studying, if you don't mind me asking?
No, I don't mind. I am studying the Beginner's Developmental Editors class to become a developmental editor and to help improve my job wise to do a business because I would like to get off of disability one day.
Hey, another one. Thank, thank you.
I really don't like being on the government's paycheck.
Me neither. And you heard me yesterday going on my rant. It was the crap that we have to put up with in the disabled community is stressful already, and then to have them screw with us even more about being on disability sucks.
Yeah, I have two agencies to deal with. A government agency called Community Living, and I have another agency that's called ODSP.
Yeah.
Not fun.
Yeah, I'm sure. Uh, yes, Lauren, I see there are more of us that want off of disability. Ironically, I will be on Artfully Blind with Diana's channel on Sunday at noon Eastern to actually discuss the 10 topics of ways to get off of disability.
Oh.
And because that's what I've been working towards the last 8 months tirelessly. Nicole and Lauren can tell you they sit here occasionally with me in the back studio, so we have an easy platform to chat on without taking up Facebook and stuff like that. And I do anywhere between 16 to 20 hours of work a day trying to do everything I possibly can to actually start a business to get off disability. Unfortunately, I hit a road bump the other day and it's getting postponed, but I'm still going to keep working my butt off anyway so I can help out the community in
Yeah.
ways for everybody to be able to progress in their goal to get off of disability. So hopefully some of the content that I make will be able to help you as well.
Well, I don't know the rules with where you are versus Ontario. They might have two completely different rules. They
Yeah.
really don't like us being off of it. However, there was a situation where Doug Ford, which is the government of Ontario, wanted everyone that had an invisible disability off of ODSP.
Hmm.
He didn't even want them on there. But thanks to COVID, he had to put that in the back burner for that decision.
Yeah, the way that these governments work in I'm a tribal member, so I have a little bit of knowledge of how the premiers and everything work over in Canada, but I'm not like on the top of everything. I actually have relatives that fill me in on some of the stuff that's going on, and you guys have it rough over there, just like we do here. They got so many restrictions and policies that try to keep us held back from doing anything.
Oh yeah, and it just keeps getting worse and worse. One of the drawbacks is that someone that could actually sign a piece of paper and take someone's all the rights right out of their noses. Like that's why I was asking yesterday, like if you had rights, because once those rights are gone, the person has no control of their finances. If they want to buy, like let's say, a new computer, they need to go to their guardians or whoever's in charge of the bank, their card, and get approval. And if they go behind their back, they have to return the item. They don't get a say at all.
Yep, we have stuff like that here as well. Thankfully, I'm not one of those that's held by that restriction, but I do know people in that kind of situation, yeah, and it sucks.
Yeah, I know a couple of people. And then because of how we're treated, there's people that still live at home, but they're
Mhm.
not even aware that they have rights because their confidence are so low. And
Mhm.
then all of a sudden they get to be on their own. It's like, oh, what do I do?
Mhm. Yeah, COVID has definitely screwed a lot of things up, and sometimes it's for the good, and sometimes it's not. Thankfully, in that situation you just mentioned, it's good because then they ain't gonna be able to screw with so many people right away.
Yeah.
Hey, Danny McMcKenna, thanks for joining us. So, what kind of books do you write?
I actually write horror dark fantasy. I am currently in the editing phase of the my debut novel of Diane Brown's book 1 of the Spirit Dragon series. So I will actually be looking for beta readers within the next couple of months.
Awesome. Well, you can count me, and if you need an extra reader, I'll help out.
Awesome. Thank you.
No problem. I got a wonderful little magnifier sitting over just to my side here so I can start reading again. Oh, as I've been doing the audiobook thing a lot lately, and it's like I would much rather be able to read too instead of just listening to the freaking thing.
I know. Sometimes it helps when you have both the audio and the book, and then you can just like follow along, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Uh, Divided by Sight asks, who is your favorite author?
That will be Stephen King, Kim Harrison, and Jenna Morossi. Jenna Morossi. Morossi? I think I just pronounced her last name wrong.
That's alright. I definitely know the first one you listed because I have bought my mom every Stephen King book I can ever find.
Yeah, he definitely has some good scary stories.
Oh, yeah. Stephen is awesome. We need some more like that.
Oh yeah. I'm hoping my books can scare people at least enough to where they recognize that it's a scary book.
Mm-hmm. What is your favorite season of the year?
Winter. I love the cold. Give me the cold any day. I
Really?
don't. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting outnumbered here.
I also like the fall because of Halloween, but
Mhm.
because of my allergies, I prefer the winter season because my allergies are nowhere near me and I can actually get a break.
I can I understand that. I would definitely, yeah. With allergies, I can understand that for sure.
What's
Mine
your
was
favorite season?
summer. I like it being warm. I'm not I'm a skinny guy, so I've never really liked the cold, and I've been dealing with health issues the last few years, so it's been more and more a pain in the butt because I'm extra cold the last few winters. So I've been leaning more towards summer the last couple years, but I enjoy them all really. It's just I don't like being cold. So long as I could be warm out in the winter, I would love to be out in winter because I love playing in the snow and building igloos and going hunting and all that good stuff.
Well, I can relate with health issues. I've been having a few of them for the last couple of years as well, and doctors don't know what's causing it.
Yep, same. Yep. That's one thing I hate. It's like we got all this technology, we've got all these different medical facilities, and you still can't figure it out.
Nope.
My mom's doing the same kind of crap right now because she just had a brain aneurysm surgery not too long ago, and she's been having headaches and stuff like that ever since, and they still can't figure out what's causing it.
Oh no. Well, hopefully they figure it out soon.
Yeah, so are we. Okay. Artfully Blind asks, what is your favorite holiday?
My favorite holiday is actually not even a holiday. It's actually Halloween. Halloween's my favorite time of the year.
Nice.
What's your
Hey.
favorite holiday?
Oh, my favorite holiday. That's a hard one. Because it used to be Halloween, because I used to go out and get dressed up and everything every year. But where I live here in the States, in Michigan, they've started joining some of the other states, and they are outlawing the ability to go walking for Halloween now, to go trick or
Why?
treating. Yeah, if you're not like 16 or younger, you're not supposed to go trick or treating anymore. Unless you're taking a younger child, not supposed to go out. You can go and dress up and stuff like that if you're at work or at school or whatever else, but when it comes down to actual Halloween night, they don't want you out walking around because all the crap that's been happening the last few years with kids getting taken or adults going door to door to get candy and all kinds of stupid stuff.
I would rather have an adult go door to door than break the law.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Otherwise, um, it's not really a holiday per se, but I'd have to go with Veterans Day or the Marine Corps birthday because it's the same week. They're literally 2 days apart. November 10th is the Marine Corps birthday, and then Veterans Day is the 12th of November.
Okay,
And
so it's on the same week as Remembrance Day.
Yep. Yep. One of my favorite times of the year. Some people think I'm crazy, but can't help it. I volunteered for Marine Corps for 8 years, so I'm a big time Marine Corps birthday fan.
That's understandable.
What's going on, brother Arthur? Thank you for stopping by and giving a like. Greatly appreciated. Hopefully, you're not working too hard. Terrence, what's going on, brother? Nice to see you here. Oh, another good question for you. If you could live anywhere, where would it be?
I would stick with Canada, but I'll go up north a lot more, where it's always cold.
I had a feeling something like that was going to be your answer since you said winter was your favorite time of year.
I like the winter, but I also like the forest, so that's mostly up north. So yeah, gotta have both somehow. If you had the option to go anywhere, where would you go?
If I had my option to go anywhere in the world, um, I've always. This is probably going to stump some people because it is usually cold, but I've always wanted to go to Alaska.
Yeah, that's last I heard it can be pretty cold.
Mm-hmm. I like the idea of being on the last frontier, living out in the middle of nowhere, in the woods, and being as far away from the city as possible.
Oh, I can relate to that one. Just, I don't like the city. I live right
Mm-hmm.
next to a highway. That's just as bad.
Oh yeah, I don't miss them days. I'm in a city now, but yeah, I don't miss hearing all that traffic.
Yeah.
Uh, Dr. Elo was here, but I'm not sure if he's still here with us or not, Terrence. It's hard telling. Sometimes he's here for a minute, sometimes he's here for the whole show. Oh, no fair, Diana. I want to go to Alaska on a cruise.
Oh, that'd be nice. I've never been on a cruise.
Me
That sounds
neither.
like fun.
That's the coldest place to live, Andrew. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. It only takes a minute to start a fire.
As long as you know how to.
Oh, yeah, I know how to. Yeah, that's one very good thing about being native is I know how to start a fire with just about anything.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, my fire department loved that because I volunteered for 2.5 years for them, and they taught me even more ways how to start fires. So it was awesome. So I can either start them or I can put them out.
Translation: if we need help to start a fire, just call you up.
Yeah.
In a good survival way.
Hmm. Yeah, Danny, you're such a smart ass. With a lighter. Yeah, a lighter works, but can you rub two sticks together?
I'm gonna say no because I haven't tried yet. There's probably a little trick to it.
Yes, there is. It's called the bow and drill technique, and it is taking a piece of branch and having a string on it, and then taking another small piece and wrapping it within that string, and then twisting it back and forth into a piece of wood that has been carved out just a little bit. You have to get enough friction and stuff like that going to create a little ember, and then you got to take that little ember and put it into something dry like a bird's nest or something like that you would make. It's a pain in the butt, but it's possible.
Hey, if we ever lose technology and power, at least some of us know how to survive.
Yep. Yep. Danny is our resident smartass in the chat usually. Just saying, Danny. Just throwing that out there. You usually get all of us laughing our asses off. Yeah, tell him, Diana. Now, you said that you were working on your first book.
Yep.
Now, how many pages do you expect it to be?
Right now it's in around the 200 to 300 page mark at this moment. However, I do need to add some stuff on it, so it'll be probably closer to the 400 page mark.
Nice.
And not to give anyone a heart attack, but it is at this moment at 15 point of views for character wise.
Nice. I can definitely go for that. I'm waiting for my book to get here from Divided by Sight and The Blind Mage from Lauren and Nicole. And it's somewhere around 400 pages, so I'm looking forward to that too.
Awesome.
It'll give me something to do, that's for sure.
Yeah.
What made you want to do the spooky stories?
I've always been drawn to horror. I've always read horror. I've always watched horror, and my life experience has always been in the horror section. So,
I could totally relate to that.
so to me, writing horror was the easiest thing for me to start off with, and I was right. I managed to finish the book within a year and a half.
Wow. Pretty good. Oh, nice. Lauren just mentioned that you were one of their beta readers.
Yeah, I volunteered to beta read their book, and it's actually really good. I'm planning on ordering it soon when I get enough money saved up for it to treat myself.
Awesome. Do you have ideas for your next book yet?
I actually got 2 other books on the go. So my other book is Rise of the Spirit Dragons, which is book 1 of the Life of the Supernatural series, which is a prequel to the Spirit Dragon series on how the Spirit Dragons came to light and what has happened to them. Because in the Spirit Dragon series, it does not really clarify that unless I bring the prequel into the book.
Nice.
And my NaNoWriMo project is the Immortal Creatures series, which involves immortal creatures creating the universe, creating planets, and a war between darkness and light with a mix of horror in it with dark fantasy in it.
Nice. Oh, yeah. I can't wait until those get done. Uh-huh. Already have me intrigued.
All my books have either a sprinkle of horror or a sprinkle of dragon, so you're not missing much.
Ooh, dragons, Lauren. You're such a goof.
I
She's
love
been
dragons.
picking on me. She's been picking on me the last couple weeks because of my rants.
I love writing about dragons, and if I can put that into a horror story, I will.
Nice. No medieval kind of stories yet?
Not yet. I'm thinking about one, but I don't know how well it's gonna turn out.
Because that's the first thing I usually think of when I think dragons is medieval. But just
Yeah.
from what you were mentioning so far, it's like I don't think that's medieval.
No, I'm way before that or way after.
Artfully Blind asked, did you go to college or how old are you?
I am 25 years old and I am currently trying to save up to go to college to go for proper editing classes, graphic designs, to become a formatter for people that need help with that, and for people that need help with developmental editing as well. And I'm going to combine it with photographing as well to make things more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping to go to college next year.
And what are you hoping to major in or study primarily?
More in the creative section, so like the graphic designs and combine it. I'm losing my voice. I'm planning on combining graphic designs and photographing as a combo, so that way I can do like a formatting kind of business and possibly do book covers or help people create their characters come to life.
Nice. Danny, you are such a smart ass. Danny said now they don't have a problem making fire and they don't need a freaking lighter either.
Nope, unless you run into an ice dragon or a water dragon, then that's a different story, because those two tend not to spit out fire. They tend to spit out either ice or water.
Nice. I'd still be a little bit nervous with even with the thought of ice or water. That yeah. What would your favorite dragon be?
Ooh, good question. My favorite dragon would be the dragon that kind of looks like that has fairy wings. I can't remember the name for it, but I think that's the actual dragon's kind, because there's different types of dragons.
Mm-hmm.
The one that has like the fairy type wings.
Nice. I can't remember the name of the one on Harry Potter.
I believe that one was called. Oh shoot! I just researched this too.
Uh, what was the name of that? Let's see.
Um,
Dragons.
I
Uh,
can it's tip of my tongue, but
the Hungarian horntail, Swedish short snout, Chinese
I
fireball, and Commonwealth green. I
I
think it
think
was
it's
the
called the
Hungarian.
yeah. I think it's called that one. And I think the one that I was referring to was called the Standard Western Dragon or something like that.
Nice. Yeah, that that Hungarian one I think was my favorite from the movie series.
Yeah, I will admit that dragon was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. It just looked so big and angry. Norbit. Danny, you're such a goof.
Do you have a favorite animal or a favorite mystical creature?
Um, Favorite mystical creature would probably have to be the werewolf. Just because the fact of I always love the full moon. Um, the wolf itself is a sacred animal to natives, and I've had a lot of experiences with wolves. And when I was younger, hell, really, even still now, I kind of wish that I could have been a werewolf.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Shapeshift into a werewolf anytime you want on a full moon.
Mm-hmm. Like, okay, I'm done living here in the city. I'm just gonna shred my clothes and run 40, 50 miles real quick in the blink of an eye. Be able to rip anything apart that I wanted to. Yeah, I could so go with a werewolf. That's one reason I think it's funny about uh Lauren and Nicole's book is because the werewolf in their book is named Andrew, and I'm Andrew. Even though they came up with everything before we met earlier this year, I still think it's highly ironic.
That is really coincidence. That's awesome though.
Uh, good question, Lauren. Good question. Would you want your books to be adapted for film or TV?
Honestly, I think with the Dying Round, the Spirit Dragon series, that series would do better as a TV show. As for the Life of the Supernatural series, that one will probably do best as a movie adaptation. And the Immortal Creature series, if they can do it right, it will probably do well as a movie, but probably best as a TV series because it's in more than one point of view kind of thing. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But definitely, I would love to be in control of that, and not have someone else be in control, because I would like it properly done.
Yeah, yep, I can totally understand that. I've seen so many movies the last few years that they have taken and redone for TV series, and it's like, what in the hell did you do? It's
Yeah,
like you took a perfect story and you ruined it. Yeah, I totally can understand your uh-huh. Like
Game
if
of
it were
Thrones.
me, I would
Game
still be
of
like that.
Game of Thrones, the last season is a good example. Even though the writer was there, the
Mhm.
final season went lazy. The characters went one dimensional. It didn't represent the characters well at all. It just was rushed, and it was almost as the writer didn't want to do the project anymore. So he just like, yep, that's good to go.
Yep, I can uh-huh.
If anyone has seen Game of Thrones and knows the last season, they know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I still think it's funny that they did that little mess up with the cup on screen and the water bottle on screen. That was, yeah, how they did not pay attention to what they were doing. I don't know. Cause it's like, yeah, that director got real lazy on that one.
Yeah,
Cause I would have flipped out. They're like, no, we got to start the whole freaking thing all over now because you just screwed up the whole shot.
yep.
Yeah, I can totally understand why you would want to make sure it was done and done right. Because I would totally be the same way. Mm-hmm. Alright, we are approaching the 1 hour mark. So if anybody in the live chat has any more questions, pop them in now so we can make sure that we have the ability to ask Sherri because I don't want to keep her too long.
And the only thing I have happening is at 8 o'clock tonight with the live stream. If anybody wants to come join.
Awesome. I should be able to make it to that. Um, Danny, you and the ducks.
I'm guessing he likes ducks.
Yeah, we actually, didn't you see yesterday the little clip that I played
With the
occasionally?
with the duck stabbing.
Yeah.
I saw it and I was a little confused about it. I was like, why is there a duck stabbing in this stream and how is he doing this?
Yeah, it's a little video clip. Um it's all to pick on Lauren. Do
Oh, okay.
and Lauren says to do the clip. Alright, hashtag feed the duck. I still think that is probably the funniest thing ever. Artfully Blind asks, what is your stream about tonight?
So normally my live streams are writing sprints and chit chatting and catching up with other authors. So I will be doing sprints where people are getting productive, so you can do whatever it is that you need to be productive on that you are running behind on. So I try to have those streams openly flexible. If someone wants to write, they can write. Someone wants to catch up on the reading, they can read, edit videos, whatever.
Nice. I should probably join your stream for sure, because then I can get more writing done myself. So I've been
I've had,
trying to.
oh, sorry.
Oh, that's alright.
I've actually started increasing my live stream to 3 times a week. So if anybody wants to join or would like to be a co-host, let me know.
Awesome. Right, because I'm working on a transcript for a book. I'm transcribing all kinds of videos from a conference I attended this year. And then my second book is going to be my own little tips and tricks and taking the best from the first book and putting it into another one, because I'm geared more towards our disabled community than anybody else out there for influencers on how to do YouTube and content and things like that. So it would give me time to work on getting some more transcribing done.
Awesome. I would love to read it when it's available.
Divided by sight, I do believe 8 o'clock is what Sherri said.
Yeah, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know other time zones there. I'm really bad at that.
Artfully blind, yes, visual artists can join the sprint. Because what it is it's like divided by sight in the blind mage. I'm not sure. Do you have a timer that you put up on yours?
I have not created a timer, but I just use a Google timer.
Okay. Yeah. So it's usually a timer set for a set amount of time, and then once the timer is done, you take a quick little intermission, and then the timer will get restarted at some point, and you'll keep progressing on whatever it is you want to work on.
Yeah.
Whatever book you're writing, or if you're reading, working on editing, or in your case, drawing or painting. What's your channel? Danny, it's in the description, but besides the link, if you want to just search for it, it is Sherri Turqouise here on YouTube.
All you have to do is look for someone with like this shade of wig. Not hard to find. And a different set of glasses.
Alright. Caught up on comments. No, it's not a stupid question, Diana.
No, there is no stupid question.
No. No stupid questions, but you can get stupid answers.
That is so true.
If you had to pick one book from Stephen King, which one would be your favorite?
Oh, that'd be a toss-up between it or Carrie.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I can totally relate to that one too, because it was just, oh, it, yeah, that spine tingling there. Well, they all are, but that one, like, really, that one gets bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be a toss up between those two. Which one would you pick?
What is it? I think if I had to pick out of all of them, I'd go with Dreamcatcher.
I
That
have not read that one yet. I'll have to pick it up and read it.
oh, yeah, it's a good one. And I I like a lot of Stephen's books. If I read Langoliers, I would have probably said maybe that one, but because I've seen the movie, it's not as scary as I would anticipate it to be.
Stephen King sounds like he has a lot of movies based on his books.
Yes, almost every one of the books that my mom has now is been into a movie.
Oh, that's kind of disappointed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one of Steven's things is when they do his movies, he's always on them. He plays at least a quick part in every one of his movies just to show he's there.
Really? I never even noticed that.
Yup,
And I have a couple of his movies. Oh, I'm gonna have to rewatch that and see if I can find him.
yup. He always does a little guest cameo within his own movies.
Oh,
Question. Have I created many dream catchers? Oh yes, Diana. I've I've made hundreds of dream catchers. I am the only person in my community that does dream catchers the way I do, because I make them multicolored and all kinds of stuff.
well, that's cool.
Yeah. One of the crafts that I've actually been working on the last few months is actually a dream catcher lamp.
Oh, that sounds really interesting. How's it going?
It's a nightmare. Because the framing, when you're doing dream catchers, it's got to have tension in the actual dream catcher itself in order to make it look proper. So it tends to pull on the framing a bit, and I'm trying to figure out a way to make it so that it doesn't bend the frame.
I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Hitchcock always did a guest cameo too. Yeah, Hitchcock always did. Stanley is divided by sight. Says, trying to think who else was there. There's a few different people that would always do cameos within their movies that their books were based on.
I knew Marvel, the person that created Marvel. No, I don't think it was Marvel. Was it DC? The one with Spider-Man in it.
Yeah,
I
yep,
knew.
Stan Lee.
Oh, okay.
I could probably do that for you, Lauren. I got the materials. I can probably make you a small one. Hello, Apollo 2012. Thanks for joining us. Artfully Blind asks, what do you think of Hitchcock's movies?
Are Hitchcock movies like comedy or something like that?
Um, I do believe she's talking about Alfred Hitchcock, who was another author.
I don't think I've seen any of his movies. I watch a lot of action, thriller, and horror
Mm-hmm.
type of movies. So I would recognize movies more on their titles than the person who created them. I've probably seen a movie that he has created and not even know it.
Yeah. He's done a lot. As Diana just put one up, Psycho is a good classic of Hitchcock's.
The Birds. That's the one I've seen. That one's kind of creepy with all the blackbirds flying around.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep, The Birds is a classic too.
Oh yeah, the Hulk is that giant green dude. Isn't he like with all that muscles and that?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Bruce Banner changes from being a regular guy to where you get him angry and he turns all big and green. Um, trying to think. Is that Marvel or is that DC? I think they're all Marvel. Who's your favorite Marvel character?
Um, Marvel. My favorite Marvel character is that redhead girl woman from the Avengers. The one that can put the Hulk to sleep.
Oh,
Black Widow? No, I don't think that was her name.
crap.
No, I don't like Deadpool or Daredevil. Black Widow. There we go.
Yeah.
Divided by sight. Thank you. I'm really bad remembering names.
I couldn't remember either because like I keep thinking of her actual name rather than the comic name.
Well, I don't even know her actual name, so
Danny says Deadpool. I have to go with Wolverine, man. Just saying. I have to go with Wolverine.
yeah, he's a pretty good kid. He's pretty good too.
You know, he can heal fast. He's got metal for a bone structure. He can make the blades come out of his hands for his claws. Who wouldn't want to be like that?
Have you seen the last movie that he was in?
Yeah,
I heard it was kind of on the sad end.
yeah. Just a wee bit. Nicole says Loki. No, I I'd have to. No offense to you, Nicole, but if I had to pick between those two brothers, I'd have to go with Thor because I'd love to drop the hammer.
That or the axe, the one that his newest weapon. The
Mm-hmm.
axe one would be pretty cool too.
Yep. Yeah, I'd love to have that big old hammer. Just saying. Take that hammer, take it to the government, and just drop it over and over and over.
That's a good way to get some frustrations out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Take it to Washington D.C. Handle freaking Congress and all the other politicians, and we can take it up to Canada, and we can deal with the Prime Minister and all the premiers. Just saying, you know, we could eliminate a lot of bad people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Definitely.
can understand liking the Hawk. That's for sure. I relate. Um, Divided by Sight and the rest of the consulting crew definitely knows that I can kind of be like the Hawk in a sense. Because you don't want to see me angry, because you end up with a rant like I did yesterday. And that was still on the mild side.
Oh yeah, I'm going to be having a rant video eventually too, and it's going to be a combo about my disability and all that. Although I will try to avoid it being a rant, but I know it's going to be a rant.
Yeah. That's why I was saying yesterday. It's like, hey, anybody can rant on here. I'm not going to censor anybody. I'm not censoring myself. Why the hell would I go and censor somebody else?
It's just a habit of mine just to censor and keep the filter on, but I have let it slip a couple of times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lauren would say I'm a bad influence on her because she went from being filtered to not so filtered lately.
Hey, sometimes you gotta let the frustrations out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, we're just over the top of the hour.
Okay.
So if you have any last minute questions, pop them into the chat. Because unfortunately, I've got more stuff I've got to get done here shortly. And then you've got to prepare for your live stream as well.
Everything's basically all set. I just gotta make sure all the links are still working.
Nice. Yeah, the joys of being a content creator. Apollo asks, "What is your favorite color?"
Black, blue, and purple. And no worries, I know what you mean by color because I know the British, the UK spelling, Canadian spelling, US spelling, and Old English. So no worries. I spell color COLOUR all the time. So I knew exactly what you meant.
Yes, Artfully Blind with Diana tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yep.
She's not. I don't know exactly where, but I do know that Sherry's not too far north of me.
If you know where Toronto is, I'm a couple hours away from there, but north-wise.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Eventually, one of these days, I'll make it over to Canada. Eventually. I've only been wanting to go over for like the last 10 years and still haven't made it there.
Now,
No, with the.
as far as I know, the borders are still closed. So,
Yeah. I can cheat though. I'm a tribal member, so the borders don't exist to tribal members.
oh, I did not know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as long as you're a native, the government is to let us through because it was originally our country, so the borders didn't exist to us. So that's one of our treaty rights is to actually be able to cross between Canada and Mexico.
Oh, even with COVID going on?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I know they really don't like it, but they can't stop us.
Nope.
I just know if you were to, then you have to do that whole little quarantine thing for like 2 weeks or whatever to make sure you're not spreading any of the illness.
Yeah, it's 14 days still up here.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, that explains why you're being quiet, Danny.
I'm not understanding that.
He's having a drink.
Ah, never drank, never had a drop of alcohol, so that's probably why.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't had any in 7 years. But I think that will wrap up tonight's interview with Sherri. I'm not seeing any more questions pop in. So thank you, Sherri, again for joining us tonight. It is greatly appreciated. For those of you in the live chat, and if you're watching this on the replay, please feel free to check out the description below so you can find the links to check out Sherri and her content. I have them all there: Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. They're all there. Check them out, give her a like and a follow.
Thank you for letting me join tonight.
Oh, yeah, thank you for coming on and answering the questions. We'll definitely have to have you on again in the future.
Awesome.
We'll chat some more about your books. And if you're watching this on the replay and you have any questions for Sherri or I, please feel free to comment below. Put question in all caps if you would. It'll make it easier for me to differentiate between regular comments and questions. And then I will send them over to Sherri to be able to get back to you in the comment section. If you don't feel like asking questions in the live stream or on the comment section below, you can always email me at consult.ablindguy@gmail.com and I will get back to you as soon as possible. If you haven't already, please feel free to join us on the Consult the Blind Guy Hangout group on Facebook. Links are in the description as well as on the channel header. And please don't forget to smash that like button. It will help you stay updated on the latest videos and live streams. As we all know, YouTube likes to screw around with the algorithm all the time, and if you do not engage with the channel, you may not actually get your notifications, even if you do hit subscribe and that bell icon. And Apollo, thank you for joining us on Twitch. It is greatly appreciated. I hope everyone has a wonderful evening or day, depending on where you are in the world. And I will see you all again on Monday, our usual time at 3 p.m. And again next Thursday at 5 p.m. If there is any changes, it will be posted onto the Consult the Blind Guy Facebook page as well as in the Hangout group. Until the next time, thank you all again for joining us. Have a good one. Peace out.
Bye.